Okay, so I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as possible. So basically, what if you could get a brand new Goldie without it costing you a cent? What if you didn't have to own your own home or have land? What if you didn't have to set up a website to take and manage bookings? And what if you could make some decent profit from owning one? Well, let me introduce you to a concept that's done really well in Australia. It's a publicly traded company called Camplify. And this is where you can take your caravan and rent it to people. So people will either pick it up from your home and drive it away, or you can actually drop it off, identify places that you will rent your caravan, drop the caravan off, set it up for them, and when they're done, pack it up and drive it away again yourself. Now, there are pros and cons of both. I particularly like the idea of driving it away to a environment myself for the client, because I can say, hey, I live on the Sunshine Coast, so I'm going to make it available at the Marcoola Caravan Park, the Coolum Caravan Park, or whatever. You can literally identify the spots that you'll make it available, and you control where the van goes, and you get paid to set up and pack it down, and you get paid to drive it there as well. So I kind of like that idea, but everybody's different. Some people like the idea of it just being towed away and dropped back, and happy with that. So in either case, this is the platform that you'd use, and Camplify have some amazing insurance options and all that sort of stuff to cover, which we can talk about in more detail if this lights you up. So here's the platform that we use, and clients can put their vans on there and rent them out in one of those two ways. Now, interestingly, the average rental is worth $1,019 per rental to the caravan owner, and that's from the Camplify's annual report. So each time your caravan leaves your driveway, it's $1,000 on average in your pocket, which is awesome. So just going back to the site here for a minute, as you can see there, Frankie Rose, the yellow and white one, is kind of close to a Goldy Caravan, and we're going to show you how that works in a minute. Now remember, the average book is about $1,019, and this is a couple that were in Yahoo News just recently, Australian couple. They've now made over $180,000 from renting out their caravan. Now they've got a few of them on Camplify, and it says here that the average motorhome or caravan on Camplify earns between $10,000 and $20,000 a year per van, right? Which is quite amazing. That's the average. Now keep in mind, a lot of these are old things. They're not brand new, beautiful, shiny, lovely things like the Goldies. That's the average. Some of these are 10, 20-year-old vans that people are just renting and taking them away. But if we have a look back to Camplify, we have a look at this one here, Frankie Rose. You can see there that it's renting out in Burleigh Heads for $125 a day. Now, if we actually click through, we put in 2 weekdays, not weekdays, put a week in during the week between the 10th and the 16th, and you can see the quote here, $125 a day at 7 days. I just want to highlight a couple of things. First of all, it's $875 in rental to the owner of the van, plus the service fee of $99. And on Camplify, you can set your own service fee. So they're charging $100 as a service fee for cleaning the van or whatever else they do in that $99. A couple of other things I want to point out. So just before we move on, there's about $975 going to the owner of this van. Now that booking fee that you see there goes to Camplify for operating the website. This is a 1966 van, right? So this is a 50-year-old van that you're looking at, nearly 60-year-old van. Interestingly, it's only 13 feet long, so it's 3 feet smaller than a Goldy Caravan. And they have set it up so that you have to take it for a minimum of 3 days. So your van's not going out or you're not driving it anywhere for just like one night booking. So they've set it up really well. So the least they'll get is 4 times $125 a day. So they're making reasonable money every time that it goes out the driveway. Now, just to give you a concept here, if you only took 10 bookings a year of the average length that's on Camplify, that would generate $10,190 of income for you, assuming that you got the average booking rate of about $1,000 for that for those days. Now, remember, this is a brand new Goldy Caravan that you're renting out, not a 10-year-old, 20-year-old, 50-year-old, or 60-year-old van. This is just priced on the average across Camplify. 14.5% return on your money. If you buy a van for 70 grand off us and you let it out only 10 times a year for the average rental and the average rental time, it's 14.5%. That's enormous return on capital relative to any other kind of property that you could probably buy. If you wanted to be a little bit more active and do 20 rentals a year, which is one every couple of weeks, income is about $20,000 a year, a 29% return on your money, which is unheard of in terms of cash flow coming off almost anything that you could buy out there in the world today. Plus, of course, you've got the van. So you can use the van yourself for holidays, whatever you want to use it, and then here and there you rent it out, and it generates a really nice bit of income. And just think about, what would you be able to do with $10,000 or $20,000 a year in your own family's holiday budget? It's enormous. All right, so the van can be paid for itself. Now, interestingly, some clients actually finance these from their mortgage rather than using their own money. Now, depending on your mortgage interest rate and all that sort of stuff, you have to talk to your bank, but it's about $72 a week on the average redraw facility if you just draw the money back out of your mortgage. So how does that look financially? Again, if you just do 10 bookings a year, your annual payment's going to be fixed, which is what you pay the bank. Is the interest that you pay the bank on the $70,000 to buy the van is $3,700 a year. If you rented it 10 times a year, you'd have $10,000 roughly in income. You'd be earning positive cash flow of about $6,500 a year plus the Caravan. Again, I just want to remind you, this is based on the average on Camplify, which a Goldy Caravan is far from the average. It's a brand new van for one, and it's beautiful, it's bright, and extremely rentable. If you did 20 bookings a year, you'd pay $3,500 roughly in interest to the bank, depending on your loan and all of that. It would generate about $20,000 a year, gives you $16,500 of free cash flow every year, plus the Caravan, which is yours to use whenever you want. So that's the basics of the numbers of why people love buying Goldy Caravans, not just for themselves, but to make money, right? Which is awesome. Now, a lot of times people ask, is it a lot of work to do this, right? Managing a van. Well, first of all, we've timed this several times because we take these vans to shows and we set them up and clip them down, and we have people coming and look at our vans all the time. Maximum it would take you is 20 minutes. Only vacuum the floor takes about 30 seconds. The vertical surface is just a dining room table and the kitchen bench. That's it. And then you've got the bathroom floor. If you've got an ensuite, it doesn't take long at all to clean the vertical surfaces. And then you've got the windows if you want to wash or wipe with Windex the inside and outside of the windows. It's about 20 minutes to do all of that. It's about 2 loads of washing if you were to provide the linen, and that's an option that you can do on Camplify. You can charge for it, so you can provide the linen. It's about 2 loads of washing to do all the pillowcases and the bedding, and you get paid for it, right? So you're getting paid to do that work in a service fee, a delivery fee, all those things you can actually put in the listing to recover your money. So it's pretty cool. You can keep it really easily and without a lot of time. Now, if you are interested in talking to us about this, all you need to do is click on the link below. Let me know that you want to have a chat. We'll make a time to chat with you on the phone. It'll probably be myself or Jamie that'll talk you through it. We can go into more detail with you. That's it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you like the idea of having a beautiful van like this that you and your family can use whenever you want for free and make money from it in the background. Thanks for watching. Click on the link below. We'd love to talk to you more.